Wow, really? Leave it to Tony Stark to take up most of the table. New Hot Toys unboxing. Check it out. What is in the box? Well, looks like we're doing this again. Another big old box blocking up my view. So, welcome to another episode of What's in the Box. I'm your host GQ. Behind this very, very large box that came in from Sideshow very, very recently. I know what it is, obviously, but you guys are here to find out exactly what's in the box, so let's get to that. But first, before we do all of that, do me a favor, hit the subscribe button.
Wake up, Daddy's home.
Welcome home, son.
Like the video, leave some comments on this video and the other ones that I've done. Share the video, spread some of that culture Junkies love all over the world. We'll get to Twitter, Twitch, and all the other good stuff, Patreon, later. So, let's give myself a little bit of screen time here. Very large box, obviously. This is, actually for me, it's going to be a first when it comes to my Hot Toys purchases. So yeah, let's get into it. This box is a little too tall to cut on the table, so I'm going to bring it down here, make all the necessary cuts, and get its contents out. Yeah, this thing is that big. Okay. Oh man, I have a feeling I'm gonna need a little bit more room than I've got. So let's see. Massive. Sorry to the overhead shot there. You guys have seen it before I see it because I haven't even looked at the front yet. We have here the Iron Man from Iron Man 2, the Mark IV quarter scale. Now, like I said, it's my first quarter scale from Hot Toys. I obviously have the statues that you guys have seen that are quarter scale, but those are pop culture collectibles. No, it's pop culture. Oh God, I'm messing up their name. They can't send me a check if I mess up their name. Hey, you're supposed to be silent. Fix that. Yeah, from PCS Collectibles. So, yeah, those are statues. This is my first quarter scale figure from Hot Toys. So, wow. Let's put him on the Lazy Susan here. Get a little bit of if this will even work. Man, this thing is very heavy, which is a good thing. So, of course, you got Iron Man there on the front. Got a little bit of the suit up Gantry artwork on the side. You have warnings and a little bit of cast and crew, and then of course more of the suit up Gantry on the other side. And on the top, Iron Man 2, I believe is what it says. So yeah, I don't even know that I'm gonna be able to use the turntable. Heck, depending on how big this guy is, I might not even really be able to get him into the light tent. I know with the suit up Gantry portion, that is going to be almost impossible to get into that light tent once it's all said and done. So yeah, this is a, oh, I kind of did that wrong. Seemed like it was going to be, yeah, is that going to work? Let's see, I don't want to mess anything up, obviously. Let's come this way. That overhead shot will get some love here. Yep, a little bit of love for the overhead shot. That is a really, really cool picture. And if I don't get it all in frame for the overhead, I will make sure to get some stills showing that off. Seems like that would open up. Maybe not. Okay. Well, let's start picking apart. And there he is right there. I'm gonna have to stand up a little. This is going to be very hard to do without some type of standing up, and overhead's going to have to give a lot of this for right now. So it comes with, of course, the Mark IV version of Iron Man with a really good Robert Downey Jr. sculpt. The only thing that I wish they had done is given him a full helmetless sculpt as well. That way you can, because the whole thing is supposed to be it takes off the armor. So at that point, he obviously wasn't using the nano armor. He was using, essentially armor pieces that needed to be removed. So in that opening sequence in Iron Man 2, he goes down to the stage, and then the stage pops open and the suit up Gantry removes his suit. So that's what you're kind of recreating here. And I remember the 6 scale version of it, you know, obviously being much smaller than this, did come with a separate Robert Downey Jr. head sculpt. So you could go ahead and kind of recreate that scene a little bit more accurately. But I get it, this thing is a much larger version of that. And it was kind of one of those things, given the price point of what people were selling that one for, because it is no longer available, what they were selling that one for compared to what I could get this one for, it's like, well, you know what? If I'm gonna do it, may as well do it big. So I'm getting the quarter scale version of him. And that thing is amazing. I'm gonna lay him down until I'm actually ready to get into that. Of course, it comes with the standard additional hands, and that sort of thing. Let's pull this off for a second. And underneath, and I'm sure it's multiple layers, this is the suit up Gantry. This is, of course, the mechanism that basically takes the armor off of him. And yep, I was right, it's layered. So let's go ahead and see what the other layer is, just to get an idea. Okay. There's the other parts of it, and there's even, feels like another layer underneath that. That, of course, is the base of the Gantry. Yeah, it looks like the overhead camera is going to get all the love today. And the donuts and coffee that he, of course, was eating. Place that's actually in LA, not too far from LAX, called, I think it's Randy's Donuts. Been there a few times. There is no actual interior like they showed in the film. It's just the donut that he was sitting in that's real. They actually do have that. But the interior was a set, you know, because when you go to the actual location, there's nothing inside. It's just the donut making place, because it's a walk up, you know, put your order in, get your donuts type of place. Yeah, this is going to be a very B-roll heavy episode, because there is no way I'm going to be able to assemble this whole thing on camera. I mean, I could, but you know, I'm sure that would be very boring for you guys to sit around watching me put this thing together. That's a different type of video. So I'm going to go ahead and close this back up. I'm going to focus a little bit more on the quarter scale Iron Man, because obviously, like I said, this is my first quarter scale that I've ever purchased from Hot Toys. Yeah, this is a massive box, goodness. But I understand why. It's got 3 layers of, actually 4 layers if you count Iron Man himself. Here's that one piece I was telling you about, just in case you guys didn't get a good shot of it on the overhead. But yeah, that looks really good. I like when they do stuff like that using the actual piece that you're purchasing, to give you an idea of what to expect, what to look forward to. So let's get him. Now, the only slight drawback, and I understand probably why they did it, is because of the weight. This is not die cast. That would be the only, if this thing was die cast, that would be insane. This how, first of all, how heavy this would be. But secondly, just the sheer cost probably of doing that this as a die cast. But yeah, I get it. I mean, it makes sense as to why they wouldn't make this die, full-on die cast. But definitely a very cool piece so far. Thinking about it, looking at my collection of Hot Toys and Iron Man related, I've only actually got one more Iron Man piece to unbox, and I wanted to do this one. I mean, I got the other piece, actually. I've had him for a little bit, so I needed to get around to doing the unboxing for that. But I wanted to unbox this one first, because obviously it's much bigger, much more interesting piece, larger piece. But yeah, the next Iron Man piece that you see me unbox, I think is going to actually be my official final Iron Man piece that I'm going to buy. I think as far as my Iron Man collection goes, I've got pretty much every type of Iron Man armor or example that I really would like to have. I mean, they have another suit up Gantry that's coming, the one from Avengers, which uses, I believe, the Mark 6 armor. And of course, that was the one where he lands on the outside of Avengers Tower and walks. And the Gantry bolt more or less takes all the pieces off of him as he's walking. And so it's kind of a recreation of that. And I think they did it in 6EL, and I'm sure that would look great. The problem for me is I don't really need that. So let's go ahead and give him a quick spin on the turntable. What I do like about the Iron Man armor is they are very, very sturdy. So of course you've got him there. Let's go ahead and give it a spin. Really, really great detail. But I mean, of course, by now, you know, Hot Toys has been doing the Iron Man armors for, God, they probably started these, I want to say Iron Man dropped in 2008. They probably did the first release. I think the first release was Hawkeye, though, from the 6 scale line. So they've been doing these since at least 2012, I want to say. No. Hawkeye wasn't first, because they did. Either way, they've been doing these for closing in on 20 years. We're not quite there yet. I mean, I want to say at least 15 years worth of work that they've put into doing these different types of armors. So they've got it down. Either way, it doesn't make it any less impressive that they are doing these, of course, as a quarter scale. That looks really good. They've got other quarter scale offerings. I know the Mark III was one of the first quarter scales that they made. But like I said, I don't need, outside of the one that you will see in the coming weeks, I don't need any more Iron Man suits. I'm kind of actually done. I mean, I've got Tony Stark doing this, you know, the suit up pose from this same movie, Iron Man 2, with the Mark V. So I mean, I kind of got all the ones that I want. And again, there is one coming. You guys will see it. So yeah, this one's gonna obviously be more B-roll heavy. I'll get the entire suit up Gantry assembled. I will get not just still photos of it. I'm actually going to probably do a little bit more video B-roll related to this particular one, so you guys will see more of that during this unboxing video. So yeah, that's pretty much what was in the box. I wanted to give a special shout out though to our awesome Culture Junkies patrons. The entire Culture Junkies crew would like to thank you for tuning into our programming. We hope you are enjoying our content as much as we enjoy making it. One thing that helps us continue bringing you our unique content is viewer support. By visiting the Culture Junkies Patreon page, you will have the opportunity to select the support level that works best for you. Not only will your support help keep the Culture Junkie Nation growing, but you will make yourself eligible to receive patron-exclusive swag. Please take a moment to consider supporting us and join the ranks of the supporters you see listed on the screen. We would like to also give a special shout out to our Culture Junkies level and above patrons: DeMarcus Smith, Fab Nerd Life, Nanette, The Other Steve, and Black Crowned Knight. Remember, for as little as $1 a month, you can support a Culture Junkie. Thank you. Once again, thank you to all of our Culture Junkies patrons. We appreciate you guys, regardless of which level of support you are supporting us at. We appreciate the support however it comes in, whether it be the likes, love, shares, subscribing to our YouTube page, which of course is free. You can go over to our Twitch, which is twitch.tv/culturejunkies. We have our awesome live show that we do every Wednesday, 9 p.m. Eastern. Ton of fun on that show. There's a segment on there called The Power Is Yours, where you, the viewer, can take over the show. And we appreciate it if you guys will subscribe to our Twitch, which you can, of course, use your Amazon Prime membership. You can get a free subscription over there. Or you can just straight up subscribe. So, once again, for the quarter scale Iron Man Mark IV with suit up Gantry from Hot Toys, I'm GQ. And I'll see you guys next time.
Superior tech!